Hey everybody, I'm back with the pregnancy update. I am now 5 months pregnant and we currently know the gender of our baby. We have 6 daughters and 3 boys. So you know we were team boy. So me and my husband found out the gender on our own because I knew there were going to be tears either way. And if it was a girl, there might be some ugly tears, even though we would have accepted that. We did have a name for a girl too. Now, if we had a boy, it was going to be happy tears. And you guys, we got to experience happy tears. We were elated. We were so elated. It just felt so amazing that God blessed us with another son. Like, girls are awesome. Girls are awesome. But our heart has longed for boys. For boys. Like, we have 6 daughters. You guys understand what that means. I already have 5 sisters, so I already know what that means as a woman. Like, all that estrogen, all those cycles, all those monthly times for those little girls, all that hair. You know, there's pros and cons to having boys and girls, and not their cons. You know, every gender is a joy, but a balance is nice too. So we have more of a balance now because we're having a boy. We're having another boy. So now that makes 6 beautiful daughters and 4 handsome little boys, and our family has 10 children. I'm so excited. The Lord knew I longed for another boy. I really did. I longed for another boy. Oh, someone asked in the comments the other day, what are the ages of our children? My oldest is 12, and then I have a 10-year-old, and I have a 9-year-old, an 8-year-old. I have a set of twins, identical twin girls that are 7. And then I have a 4, almost 5-year-old, a 3-year-old, and I have a 2-year-old. And, you know, 5 months cooking in the oven. We acknowledge him. We do know his name. We don't share it. Everyone in the house knows his name. We all call him by his name. It helps us bond and the family bond with each other before he even gets here. It's just a blessing to have another child to bond with. Now, I've been really hesitant to record something new because the last video I shared was actually old because, you know, when God tells you to do something, sometimes you move on and sometimes you don't. And you record things and you may leave them right where they are. And that's exactly what I did in the past. But now I'm feeling more confident in myself and more confident in what God wants me to do. And now I said, I'm just not gonna let fear come in and take me over. I have to step up and step out despite the fear. Recording this video today for you, I'm telling you, it was just like, just do it. Just let the Lord lead you on what to say. Talk about the fear. Don't sit back and not talk about the fear, because everybody has fears. And even if they're silly or not, everyone has fears. And me being a mother of 10, I'm opening myself up and my family to criticism. You know, I'm not new to criticism, but I don't want it from the entire world. I've seen other big families who get criticism all the time. I see other YouTubers that I follow get criticism all the time, and they just push past it. You know, like they just don't let it be their focus. Or we just don't see it, but it doesn't stop them. And the Lord told me today was just like, go ahead and talk about that fear monster. Go ahead and let that fear be acknowledged, but in a way that it's not stopping you. It's not stopping me today. And no matter what, if it comes knocking again or not, guys, I'm going to keep recording these videos. Because like I said, I am going to be obedient. And I also want to give somebody else the courage to step out on what God is telling them to do, regardless of fear. We all have fears. And sometimes The fears that you have are just hindering you from using the gifts that God gave you. Fear is meant to be here to stop you in your tracks, so you cannot do what God called you to do. But honey, you don't have to let fear win. I was just telling my sister the other day that I like to spend time with the Lord before I record these videos. That way I can feel encouraged and strengthened and have courage to speak the words that God wants me to speak. Because truthfully, I don't want to speak what I want to speak about. I want to speak about what God wants me to speak about. And I already know that me having all these pregnancies and having all these children is going to be a blessing to someone else, because I have so much knowledge and so much information. And like I said, I want other mothers to share. I want to be able to reach out and have a community where we can give each other information and we're a blessing to each other. I don't know everything. I'm experiencing something new in this pregnancy. I had my big 20-week scan, and I had a doctor's appointment, and she said everything was fine. Everything looked great. She ended up calling me back and told me that I have placenta previa. It means that my placenta is at the bottom of my uterus, and it is partially or fully covering my cervix, which is dangerous for me and the baby, but it can move as your belly grows. So she wants to do another scan at 32 weeks. I'm still trying to figure out what all of that means, because sometimes doctors can be very vague. She just told us that we just not need to be intimate until the next scan. So we're being precautious because it can cause bleeding. The blood vessels can break and it can cause bleeding in the placenta. So, following the rules. This is something new for us. It's something new for me and my journey. And, it's okay. It is quite all right. I'm not going to let anything cause fear with this pregnancy. I told myself that no matter what, I was going to let this be a happy pregnancy. No matter what happens in the pregnancy, in my life, in my marriage, in my relationships with my children, work, stress, I was going to enjoy this pregnancy to the fullest. I haven't always been able to enjoy my pregnancies. So I made the conscious choice to enjoy this pregnancy. And I'm not going to let anything get in the way. So if you've been through that, put it in the comments, message me. I have my Instagram with this Val Height. It's in my bio. If it's not, I'll put it there. Share some knowledge with me, ladies. Share some knowledge with me. Share some experiences with me. I'm looking forward to doing this. I'm looking forward to sharing more, getting more information. I also have 3 children with autism, you guys. That's something we'll get into too, because that's a whole nother layer of motherhood. If you think just being a mother to 9 children is crazy to some of you, I can balance it. I'm enjoying it. But I also have 3 children with autism, so I have had different experiences with my children. Whew, it's kind of hot in here. So I'm gonna wrap it up, you guys. If you have any questions, put them down in the comments. Let me know. I'll answer them in the following videos, or probably answer it in the comments, depending on how lengthy of an answer it is, and I'll be back with another story soon. I might have some other things to share too. I'm excited for this. Like I said, I know I'm still saying I'm excited about this journey, but it's still new. And every time I record a video, I'm proving to myself that I can do this, that I'm capable, that I'm persevering. And those are all great things when you're starting something new. Let's remember, fear is going to be there, but we're going to persevere through it with the Lord. Go to God, sit in his presence when you're afraid. Even if you need to send up a quick prayer and say, Lord, I just need you to give me the courage and the strength and the boldness right now to do what you've called me to do, it will put you in a different place. You worship, you read, you sit in his presence. Being in his presence just changes the atmosphere, changes you, and it helps you grow within the Lord. And it helps you walk in the walk that he's called you to be. All right, guys, I'll call it a day, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.